This is what happens when truck delivery guys aren't good at their job. We have to spend a bunch of money. Today we're doing something completely different. I got this shipping container dropped off, and the way the yard is set up, they couldn't get in with the semi up by the shop. So I got to move this up to the shop, but I really don't have the equipment to do it. All I got is pretty much a Bobcat, and everybody's farming right now, so I can't really get a tractor over here. The plan is to put wheels on this thing and a hitch on the front. Hopefully it'll all work out. I might have a little bit of problem picking it up. This thing's just a little too heavy for the Bobcat, but I think we can do it. First thing we gotta do is make an axle, then we'll make up some kind of hitch. I'm not for sure exactly how I'm gonna do that. The axle should be pretty straightforward. I'm just gonna weld some spindles to some square tubing. Should be pretty nice once we get it up there. The problem is getting it up there. All right, we got the axle done. Now we're gonna do this hitch. I'm not exactly sure how I'm gonna do it yet. I think I'm gonna do one big piece of angle on the bottom and then angle going to the side, kind of support the whole bottom. Then I'm gonna weld the square tubing to the angle and then make your actual hitch. I think I'm overthinking this way too much. This thing is heavy and I plan on moving more of these if I can. I wanna make the hitch really good, and then if anything I can add another axle if I wanna start moving these a little bit more. So I plan on myself getting at least another 2, and I got some buddies that want some moved too, so we're probably gonna make it a little more beefy than it needs to be. I looked online at their hitches that they sell and they're not very beefed up, but I feel like those are mostly for 20-foot containers. This thing does weigh about 8,400 pounds, so it is pretty heavy. Good thing we only gotta move it about 300 yards. It's all uphill and we gotta jockey around a lot of things. It might be a real pain. If you know anything about the way I do things, I make it way too beefy, way too complicated than it needs to be. Metal is not the issue, might as well beef it up. Well, we got her all welded. Not the best, but it'll work. Kind of wind blowing, gassing me out here and there, but she'll hold. Hopefully get this thing bolted up tomorrow. Try to get it moved. We'll see. Snow's coming, winter's coming.
Winter's coming, Sharon.
We gotta get this shit going. Hopefully this will work. If not, I'll have to wait a couple weeks till everybody gets done with harvest and just borrow a tractor. But I think it should. Time will tell. All right, guys, we're back down here. We got the hitch sitting here. It's gonna fit. I think we'll be all right. We made a little bolt holder to go inside the pocket there. I was gonna bolt this to it. I might put another bolt in the frame. I don't know yet. We're gonna just see what it does. The first thing I'm gonna do is lift this up, get that skid out, drop it completely on the tongue. Hopefully get this thing bolted up. Once that's bolted up, then we'll move to the axle. I've yet to decide how I'm gonna place this axle under here. Just do like the 60-40 rule. I want most of the weight on the axle, but I still will need some on the truck just to get it up the hill. I've yet to figure out which way I'm going to go, but we'll worry about that. We'll see how this whole thing sits, and then we'll go from there. I'm hoping just to use the one axle. If not, I'll make it tandem. I think the problem I'm going to have is when you're turning, just so we don't pop the bead. Because I have done that moving heavy shit before on single axle. Let's get this skid out, get this thing bolted up. You guys missed a little bit. I ended up lifting this up on each end. We got it blocked. I slid the axle under. Everything's been going pretty smooth. Now I'm gonna mag drill the holes. Hopefully it's pretty square, close enough. If you guys don't have a mag drill and you need one, highly recommend. These things are freaking nice as shit. All right, that'll work. Next time you see me, hopefully I'll have the wheels on here and we'll see how she balances. I think we'll be all right though. It's going a lot smoother than I thought. Here's the real test. These are 10-ply tires. They got 80 PSI in them. They're gonna squat. It definitely, probably more than likely, if I was actually moving this any farther, I'd put tandem axle underneath it. I'll drop the jack. You guys watch the tire. She's definitely squatting, but not as bad as I thought. Also, if I was gonna redo this again, I think I'd do the tongue a little different, but getting the axle underneath was good. I came in really dead nuts on it. But let's go see how much tongue weight's on this thing, because that's going to be the deciding factor of everything. Well, boys, I think we did it. Seems like it's going to work. That's all that matters. My biggest problem is going to probably be jockeying around by the shop. I think moving it's going to be simple now. Unless we blow a tire or something. It's balanced pretty well, actually. I think we'll be fine. I'm just kind of curious which way I should go up to the shop. Bad hill over here, and if I go this way, I got to move a lot of junk cars and stuff, which is all right. I guess we can just push everything with the skid steer, but I don't know. I think we're going to be good. I think I might actually try to move it tonight now. We got probably an hour. We got maybe an hour of actual sunlight left. Oh, honestly, I think I can move it with the Bobcat. I'm pretty happy. This is what happens when truck delivery guys aren't good at their job. We have to spend a bunch of money and a bunch of time making it work. But it's the name of the game, so. And this is why I do everything myself and don't pay anybody to do anything for me. When you rely on somebody else, they more likely can't do it either. We're gonna get the hitch on, hook the dually up, see how this thing balances, how it moves. And we might be up by the shop by tonight. All right, we got it hooked up finally. I don't like the way the tongue is angled like that. I should have drilled holes in it. I don't know how the guys that sell them don't get them to tilt like that. Maybe it's some pucks inside, I don't know. But I should probably drill another hole. But you know, that's a lot of work.
It's hard work. Hard goddamn work.
I'm gonna just try to back it up and see what happens. Well, it backs up pretty smooth. I think we're just gonna try to go up that hill. If we don't make it, we don't make it. Worst case scenario, the axle breaks or something. Best case scenario, we get it where it needs to be. All right, here we go. 4-wheel drive. See if we can make it up this hill. So far, so good. I'm a little bit worried about the tail swing. I got some trees over here. We can give her a little gas to get up this hill. I think we're good. Well, I thought we were good. Oh, shit. She's gonna be, boys. We made her. That's all that matters. We had a little bit of problems with the hitch dragging when we came up over the hill. And we might have took out a tree. I don't know. I couldn't see it. But if you can't see it, did it really happen, you know? All that matters is we're where we need to be, sort of. All right, here it is. We got it up here. Yeah, that was just that hitch dragging. It needs to move about another 20 foot that way. And I'll probably have to slide it over a little bit. But it works. That's all that matters. And we didn't hit a tree. So that's nice too. Got it pretty much as close to the shed as I wanted it. Alright guys, we got her set down. Had a little bit of problems with it just being really muddy, sloppy mess. I didn't get my supports right underneath the corners. Too muddy, couldn't get jacks in. It was just a real pain, but I think it'll be fine. So I heard a major problem with these things is condensation in here and also heat. So I put these vents in here. One over here, another one over here. I got another vent on the end. I put them on the bottom over here to suck in the cold air. While over here on the other end, I got it coming out the top. I didn't want to put any holes in the roof, so I went off the side, cut a big hole, put a 90-degree elbow up. I got a whirly bird on the top there. Show you the inside, what we got going on. Got a lot of crap in here. Kind of organized, not crazy. I ended up putting pallet racking in here. I wish I had more, but this is all I had. Didn't really want to spend any more money, but we got a bunch of totes, kind of labeled, kind of a mess, just stacked in here. It's kind of a rush job to get this all done this year. Mentioned before, it's a 40-footer. Yeah, well, quite a bit of crap in here. These things are built pretty good. I'm hoping it don't leak. I don't think it will. It's been raining for, well, basically a month now, and we have had 0 leaks in here, so that's good. just to wrap this video up, if you're going to move this by yourself, I wouldn't worry about making a hitch if you have a Bobcat. There's really no need for it. I plan on moving quite a few, like I mentioned, so I thought a hitch would be well worth my time. All you really need is some jacks and make an axle for it, and it'll move pretty easy. I didn't really see no videos on guys moving these 40-footers, so I figured I'll just throw this on there to help anybody. Knowing that a 10-ply tire will hold it, axle size doesn't really matter, but I did get the bigger axles just because I wanted to use my trailer tires under it. If you're going to move it down the road, I'd get tandems. I think you'd be golden then. Overall, pretty happy with it. Can't complain. I might end up painting it just to kind of make it look nicer because these things do kind of look like You guys have a great day. Hope this helps somebody. Take care.